You're a superstar. That's why they can't stop you. That's why they can't move you. That's why they can't shake you. They want to siphon off your energy. And they feel like with their packs of monsters and their packs of ghouls and goblins, how they siphon off energy and depress people and stress people and cause anxiety, they believe that they can destroy you with this, but they can't, because you have the counter mantra, you have the counter weapon, you have the selection, you've been elected, you've been selected to be at the top of the pack, to be leading this new age, to be leading this new charge, to be leading this new time in human history, this new Genesis, this reset, this great reset, this return to the beginning. You're on top. They're on the bottom. They might have positions that are on top. They might have money that's on top. They might have status that's on top, but they are not on top. They're just holding spots for you. They're holding authority for you. That's not their authority. They think they have the position because they're in the position, but they're just in a transition from the position, and you're on a transition to the position. You're getting ready to take their food, to take their plate. The table is going to be prepared for you in the midst of your enemies. The table is going to be prepared for you in the midst of your enemies. You're going to you're going to sit down to supper right in front of them, right in front of the same people that watched you starve, right in front of the same people who didn't share a meal with you, who didn't share a kind word. You're getting ready to have a feast right in front of them. Even if your intention is not to put it in their face, it's going to be in their face, because that's their karma. That's their karma for trying to take you down, for trying to take you out. That's their karma for trying to obstruct you, for trying to destruct you. Uh, this is their karma. This is their lot. And you can speed this thing up too. You can take the controls. You can take the controls. You can take the wheel, and you can steer through this life. You can steer right through them. You can power right through these obstacles. You can power right through these stumbling blocks and prove that they're stepping stones. You don't have to wait on a higher power. You don't have to wait on a higher entity. You don't have to wait on grace. You don't have to wait on mercy. If you're tired of something, you step into your divinity and change it. You step into yourself and create your mantras and create your visualizations and create your reality and create your personality and whatever persona it is you have to be to step into that thing that it is that you want, to step into the life you want. We challenge you to become that person right now, to become that person who doesn't deal with these lower beings, who doesn't deal with these bottom feeders, to be the kind of person who won't find themselves in the circles with these lower people, with these energy vampires. You won't find yourself on the lower tier with these crabs. You're walking on water. You're not on the bottom of the ocean. You're not eating the trash with the shrimp and the crabs and the lobster. You're not a shellfish. You don't have to have a hard shell. You're a fish with scales. You're a bird with wings. You're above the atmosphere. You're above the plane. You're not grounded to the ground. You're not limited to the surface. You have wings. You can go outer orbit. You can travel astrally. You can activate your Merkaba. You could go back and forward through time. But you just have to believe in yourself enough to go all the way back to your primordial essence, even if you have to assume that place. Use your imagination, because remember, nothing is false. Nothing is unreal. There's only seen and unseen. There's only heard and unheard. There's only known and unknown, but there is nothing that actually does not exist. There is no reality that does not exist. So you have the potential, you have the right, you have the responsibility, dare I say, to change your reality if there's anything in your reality you don't like. And how do you do that? By stepping into the reality that you wish to become a part of, as if it is real now. This is how you do it. So begin to phase out those doubters, begin to phase out those naysayers, begin to phase out those incessant critics, those ones who quote unquote give you constructive criticism when it's really destructive. They're just looking at things to pick at. You create a world where there's no more briar patches, no more thorn bushes, no more worms, no more insects trying to take your crop, no more worms and locusts that'll take your vintage, that'll spoil your wine, that'll spoil your crop, that'll spoil your increase. No more blights on your orchard, no more droughts on your farms and on your fields. No longer any foreclosures on the property that you've been assigned to, that you've been given. No more losses. No more subtraction. No more attacks that are going to bring you down. These attacks are just going to bring you through. But we're showing you how to fight back. Fight back with dark mantra. Fight back with dark concepts. Fight back with your dark power, with your primordial essence. This is not evil. See, the armor of God is not just all defense. You don't just have a shield, you don't just have a weapon, but you also have a sword, and that's what you have to use. And the sword is your spirit. So your energy is your weapon. Your spirit, your mood is your weapon. That's your weapon. Can you become what it is you want to be? Not according to what anybody says you have to do and have to accomplish and credentials that you have to acquire. No, can you be the you that you want to be, that you're deciding? You choose. You choose. You are the one that's going to say, let there be light. You are the one now who's going to hover above the ocean of a roaring darkness. You're the one now who's going to manifest things. You're the one now who's going to look upon everything that you made and say, this is very good. You're the one who's going to set things in motion and become the power and become the influence and become the one that people look up to. You're going to be the light, because a light that's a city that's hidden, a city that's on a hill cannot be hidden. Your light is going to shine for everybody to see. And these people can't hide you under a basket anymore. They can't hide you behind furniture anymore. They can't hide your light behind nepotism anymore. They can't hide your light behind prejudice anymore and behind racism anymore. They can't hide your light behind sexism, behind ageism, behind classism, behind economics. They can't hide your light under elitism, under bloodlines, under exclusivity. They can't hide your light. They can't suffocate your flame. They can't douse out your fire. They can't do it because you're too strong. You're too powerful. That's what they don't like. See, they can't deal with being broke, so they had to fit in with the crowd. They had to go along to get along. But no, you said you can go along, you can get along without necessarily having to go along, and you're proving that. And now the changing of the guard is here, and the disturbances and the battle is raging because the changing of the guard has been initiated. So they're going to be fighting against you. They're going to be biting against you. They're going to be grinding against you. Everything that they can do, they're going to be striving against you, but they're not going to thrive against you. You're going to be the one who survives against them. You're going to be the one that outlives them. You're going to be the one that out earns them. You're going to be the one who gets noticed more than them in the end, because this position is for you, and they're the ones in the promised land already, of whom the promised land is going to be taken from, although they look like giants in your eyes right now. But the moment you cross over, you're going to see that the land is yours, that everywhere your feet lands, that land will be given to you. You're going to see that no matter who it is in that land that you're getting ready to possess, no matter what they look like, no matter what their size is, no matter what their stature is, no matter what their quote unquote gifts is, their privileges, none of that matters, because you are the flame that's going to burn the brightest. They can't deceive you. They can't throw out or burn out your star. You're a supernova. And even when they thought you were caving in, even when they saw your star explode and thought that your star was just going to end with death, no, when you exploded, a whole new solar system was born, a whole new galaxy. People saw you. Younger people saw you. People that you grew up with saw you. And there's things about you that influenced them, that turned them into planets in your solar system. Once you exploded, once your light and once your organic qualities and your talents and your gifts, once these things exploded onto the scene, you gave birth to your world. Not only your world, but you gave birth to worlds, to a whole new universe within you. And it spreads out without you and around you and about you. So you are the one. You are the one who's going to hold the scepter. And in this scepter, there's going to be some opposing armies that come against your kingdom. But your kingdom is with you, because your kingdom is with the one who has been here ever since the foundation of the world, and going back even before that. Your destiny, your assignment, your mission, your purpose, your identity, your authority is wrapped up in something much larger than these petty people, much larger than these worms, much larger than these mudslingers, these mud kickers, these salt throwers. No, you are the salt of the earth. So if they throw salt on you, nothing happens, because you're the salt of the earth. You see? So take what's yours, because they won't give it to you. You have the power to take it, but you're going to have to take it. God is not going to take it for you. You're going to have to be the physical body that he expresses himself through. So go ahead and assume. Go ahead and walk in your godhood. Walk in your divinity. Walk in your authority. Let those enemies know that it's over. You're not waiting on anybody to deliver you out of a situation. You're going to deliver yourself out of the situation. You're not going to just sit in the pit, in the lion's den with the lion, and wait on somebody to rescue you. No, you're going to be the one who wrestles the angel's mouth. You're going to go from man to angel. You're not going to be the one who's necessarily gonna wait on somebody to rescue them. You're going to become the one who is the hero of your own story and the star of your own movie, because it's all said and done. It starts and it stops and is maintained with you.